What's up, y'all? It's my first video of the playoffs. Guess I haven't really been worrying about making videos. I just been watching the games, and the games have been pretty good, even though there's no fans, so it doesn't matter. We're going into the NLDS and the ALDS. The day I am filming this, Yankees-Rays is tonight, and I'm so excited for that. That's going to be an insane game. I think a lot of people are really cheering for the Yankees, just so we get Yankees versus Astros ALCS, which would be probably better than the series I'm previewing right now, but this series is important to me because I am a Braves fan. They're my second favorite team. I'm not going to sit here and lie, like if you're a real Braves fan, I'm not going to sit here and lie that I'm a diehard Braves fan or I've been there for like 10 plus years my entire life. I've been a Braves fan since Dansby Swanson came to the team. He's my favorite player. I got the Vanderbilt hat. I got about like 3 Dansby Swanson cards up there, so I don't know, 3 doesn't sound like much, but I don't got that many cards. But I have fell in love with the team throughout this. I love Freddie, I love Acuna, I love Ozzie, obviously I love Dansby, and I'm super excited for this series because I also kind of like the Dodgers. I'm fully cheering for the Braves in this series. I'll try and keep the bias to a minimum. Actually, let me show you guys something. I got a Dansby Swanson picture right there, so I'll try and keep the bias to a minimum. But we're just going to kind of go through the series. I don't know if any team can stop the Dodgers, and I don't know if any team like in the East that could go to the World Series could even stop the Dodgers. They have so much pitching, so much hitting. But we'll go into it and see if the Braves can exploit anything. Starting with pitching, the most important part in a postseason run. The Braves don't have it, but they've had it this year, or well, this postseason at least. Fried is a stud. This year is an insane year in his progression, as he was a number 2, and a lot of people wanted him to take that big jump because he almost seemed like a shy pitcher. This year, he just went at people, turned into a top 5 NL Cy Young candidate. When him and Soroka get back next year, that's going to be a duo. Those two are going to be great. Ian Anderson, Fried's not a rookie, but Ian Anderson is a rookie, and he's just doing it this year. I mean, crazy stats. He's having an amazing postseason in his 2 starts. The Braves have only played 5 games, which is kind of wild. They're already in the NLCS. And then the third guy, Wright, he's had about 5 good starts in his past 5 starts. I actually wasn't very high on Wright. He's a Vandy boy like Dansby, so you know he's gonna show up. And then the fourth guy that when we get to that 4th game is probably going to have to be a bullpen day, which I don't like. So to beat these Dodgers, we need to win the first 2 starts. That way we don't have to rely on Wright or the number 4 guy. But then again, you can't say win the first 2 starts because they have Buehler and Kershaw, or switch them around whichever way you want. So those first 2 games will probably decide the series. So the Dodgers pitching, starting pitching at least, it's insane. It's Buehler, it's Kershaw. Those 2 guys are great. If you go into the 3, 4, 5 guys, it's Gonsolin, who was amazing, super underrated season, flashing his stats up right now. Crazy year. He would be an amazing starter on a lot of teams, and a lot. If he was like on I don't know what's the team. If he was on any other team, people would be talking about him as like a great up and coming pitcher because he had an amazing year. Their 4 guy, Dustin May, crazy good. He might be used in the bullpen. But actually, no, they're probably going to make him the 4th starter because Julio Urias is in the bullpen, and he would be a 2 or a 3 on a lot of teams. He reminds me a lot of Jesus Luzardo, and you know, Jesus Luzardo gets all that hype because Urias, he's the 5th guy in LA. That's crazy. LA starting pitching is definitely unmatched. Maybe I would take the Rays starting pitching, but the Rays have 3 guys. They don't have 5, so. As for bullpens, the Braves kind of win this one. That's kind of wild. The Braves don't have a lot of names, but the guys in there are doing it. Will Smith has been great pickup. He's struggled off the start, been doing great so far. The Dodgers bullpen is their one worry, and they don't like giving the ball to Jansen at the end of the games. I mean, if you guys saw the Dodgers-Padres game, he almost blew that 6-3 lead there. He gave up 2 runs. I think he left 2 guys on base. So he's not the same old Jansen. Joe Kelly's good. Bruzdar is good, but if I don't know, if their starter, like the Braves get to their starter and they only go 4 innings, I think the Braves will win that game because I think we have the bullpen advantage. Even if we have to do a bullpen day, if we have to do a bullpen day against like Gonsolin or May, then no, we probably don't have the advantage. But that's pitching. As for the lineups, I don't like. This is like the 3 best lineups in baseball. Well, I don't know why I threw it 4. The 3 best lineups in baseball: Dodgers, Yankees, Braves. Braves were one of the best lineups stats wise, but bats wise, I rhymed. Damn, I got bars. The Yankees probably have the best names: Judge, Stanton, Voit, Glaber, LeMahieu. The Dodgers don't slack on names either. Bellinger, Betts. I mean, I guess you could Seager. Sorry, they remind me a lot of each other. Peterson and Muncy are also good. And then the Braves, man, that 1, 2, 3 is the best 3 hitters in a row, and they were one of the 3 best hitters in major leagues this year. Acuna, Freeman, Ozuna. Freeman should be NL MVP. Ozuna almost won Triple Crown. Acuna goes crazy in the playoffs. He's got crazy playoff numbers. And then even d'Arnaud and Dansby are having a great series. Duvall's struggling a bit. I'm not seeing much from Markakis or Riley, but that's fine because that top 6 is doing really good. The bottom 3, they're off and on, especially Riley and Duvall. If I had to make an actual prediction in this series, I'm gonna go with I'd rather the Braves win and I'm wrong about my prediction than the Dodgers win and I'm right. So I'm going Braves in 7. Risky choice, but if we can get Fried and Anderson 4 out of the 7 starts, and we'd have to win 3 of those, we'd have to win all 4 of those starts. I definitely think there's a chance. We're gonna have to win a Buehler and a Kershaw, and we're gonna have to win a what's his name, a May or a Gonsolin or even a Urias start. This series is gonna be really good as when it gets to, if this series goes to 6 or 7. If Fried is used out of the pen in like a game 7, if it gets there, or I mean, he wouldn't be used out of the pen in a game 6 because he would have started game 5. If Buehler is used in like a game 7, but this series is going to be really good. I really want Yankees Astros because then we will literally have probably the best matchups possible for CS, the championship series, and then I think everyone wants Yankees Dodgers. Well, actually, a lot of people don't like the Yankees. But I think for a fan who just kind of wants firepower, you would want Yankees Dodgers. I preferably would want Yankees Braves. One of my good friends is a Yankees fan, and I'm obviously a Braves fan, but Blue Jays are out. So that would make it really interesting. I think that's it. Sorry, it's my first video in a couple weeks. I will be doing another one this weekend just about wrapping up the playoffs so far. For anyone who's just kind of like a casual viewer of the playoffs and just wants like a quick 5 to 7 minute video of what's going on in the playoffs. And that's it. I'm out. Peace.